What is up, you guys, and welcome on back to another Rockin' Game episode. In today's video, we've got yet another haul video. I know you guys are going to get tired of seeing these things, and you're going to be like, Rockin' Gamer, why do we need all these haul videos? Why can't you just do some gameplay, or why can't you just, do something else? Because I really love showing you guys, and I've said this a lot. I really enjoy showing you guys like my catalog. I do try to show you guys whenever I purchase things, just so that like you can see either what news coming out, or if it's something that you're always looking for but don't know like price ranges, because certain things that I do get secondhand. There's like a million different reasons that I do these haul videos for you guys, and I enjoy doing them. This is one of my favorite types of videos, is my haul videos. So yeah, I mean that's why I do them. So but yeah, before we get started, smash that like button if you do enjoy. Comment down below. What have you been consuming physical wise? Do you listen to CDs? Do you listen to vinyls? Do you watch movies, anime? Do you read mangas? Do you read in general? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you play video games? um, Other than that, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single video. I've got a whole collection of physical media coming out, where I'm just going to showcase all of my games, all of my vinyls. So this kind of takes part with that, but this is also like a separate thing. This is like a whole video by itself. So once again, if you do enjoy, consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, and we were back, you guys. Sorry, I was going to turn the lights on for you guys. So this is kind of a collection of today, but also over the weekend. We have a big old Barnes & Noble bag. Yes, it looks orange. I'm not going to admit that to my wife, because we got into a little argument in Barnes & Noble at the front because we were renewing her subscription. And the guy was like, well, you can go pick a tote bag. And I was like, the red one. And she was like, that's orange. And even the guy was like, I've got to agree with him, it's red. But, just then it looked orange. So we had this whole bag full of stuff. Obviously, I did not get every single bit of this at Barnes & Noble. There was only like 2 items out of this that I did get at Barnes & Noble. The rest... 3, actually. The rest I actually got Record Store. We got some brand new vinyls I'm really excited to show for you guys. Comic books. We have not done a comic book haul in forever. I think it's been at least 3 to 4 years since I've done a comic haul, if not more. Obviously some video games, and then obviously some movies. So really excited to jump on into this. But I'm going to go ahead and start with this Walmart pickup. The Walmart pickups that we got for today are new releases. Really excited to add these to my collection. One of these, me and my wife wanted to go see in the theater, but we didn't. We passed up on it, and honestly, we should have, given the amount of success that this movie had, and that is Obsession. So really excited to watch this. I did see where the 4K is apparently like selling out like hotcakes. I don't know if maybe that's just because of the success of the movie or what, but apparently the 4K is starting to be really hard to find in retail stores. So if you want to pick it up, check your Walmarts or check Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, this next one has multiple different variants. It has an Amazon, it had a Lionsgate Limited, and I really should have got the Lionsgate Limited, because that thing went from $35 to $500 on eBay. So unfortunately, the coolest one, and the one that I kind of wanted, I didn't get to grab. And this is also a movie that me and my wife went to the theaters and saw when it first came out. We were hesitant on watching it in theaters, but we ended up just caving and taking my mom and dad anyhow. And that is Michael. And this one is the Steelbook. Art's face in the background. This one is the Walmart exclusive Steelbook. The Amazon one is like a really bright red. And then the Lionsgate Limited is like really cool, honestly. It's like it's got like a whole bunch of stuff like poster. I think it's got like a poster, a booklet, and a few other things. So really excited to open this. Really excited to check this out. But yeah, Michael. which I enjoyed. I grew up on Michael Jackson, and I was like a really big Michael Jackson fan back in my earlier my earlier days. Whenever I was in elementary school, I would always put on Michael Jackson performances for my talent show. So I'd put on the bright, sparkly glove, and I'd put on the fedora and everything, and I'd just get up there and get into it. So yeah, I've always been a Michael Jackson fan, and I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty cool. So next up, we got a video game. Sorry about that. Next up, we got a video game store haul. I only picked up 4 games. If you've seen any of my recent videos, you do know that I did recently pick up the Xbox Series X. I don't know if I uploaded that video yet, but it should be uploaded pretty soon, if not before this one, after this one. And so I went ahead and got the Xbox Series X because the price was supposed to go from like $700 to $800, or like $600 to $800, something ridiculous like that. And so I've been wanting to get some new games for the Xbox Series X. Now I have the 360 and I have the One, but I wanted specifically to get games that I could play on the Xbox Series X to get some use out of it. And these are games. One of these games I picked up. Well, one of them is a PS3. One of them I picked up because I'm really getting into the series. I played the 4th one. I really want to try to find the 5th one, and then I definitely want to play the 6th one, I believe. And yeah, we'll talk about that whenever we get to it. But this first one looked pretty interesting. I know nothing about it. I just looked at the back of it. I read the description. I looked at little things here and there, and I was like, this honestly looks like a pretty fun game. It looks like something that I'd probably sit down and really enjoy. From what I'm gathering, it's like a Metroidvania, I can't even speak, Metroidvania type game, and that is Kaze and the Wild Masks. This also looks like a game that could honestly turn around and go like out of print, if you know what I mean. So I'm really glad that I was able to like pick this up, because I mean, either way you go, it's like I either really enjoy it or I despise it, and I think I'm really going to enjoy it. So pretty cool. Glad to check it out. I also like the shark character. I'm really excited to see what that's all about, but like I said, looks fun. This next one I know nothing about, but since it only goes for $8, I'm kind of afraid that this one is going to be like, well, crap. It says frenzied multiplayer action. Every zombie is a weapon. Oh, okay, so there is a single-player survival. Okay. And that is Dead Alliance. So I'm big on zombie games. I loved the Dead Island 2. I loved Dead Island 1. I love both of those. Really, really big fan of the Dying Light series. I loved a lot of people don't like the second one. I liked the second one. And then one that I'm actually getting here pretty soon, if it ships to me. I ordered the limited edition, or the collector's edition, of Lollipop Chainsaw for the PS5, the re-popped edition. And I'm really excited to showcase that because I got the collector's edition. But I played it on the PS3 and I really enjoyed it. So I don't know, I'm kind of partial to zombie games, so whenever I saw this one, it was only like $8, I was like, why not? So, went ahead and picked it up. Let me know in the comments down below if you played this one. What was your honest opinion? Was it good? Was it bad? Just let me know in the comments. And then this is the one I was talking about. I really want to try to get as many of these as I can. This is the 4th one is a really gorgeous game. The only thing that I'm kind of having complications with is why the seasons are changing randomly. Because I understand that like maybe like during Christmas and during the fall that it would like change. But it was almost like every time that I switched cars, or every time that I switched or that I got done doing a race, that the seasons would just randomly change. And it was kind of weird, but it's still a really pretty game. I like the fall in it. But yeah, that's my favorite one, was like the fall season. So, and that is Forza Horizon 2. So like I said, I'd really like to get the whole Forza Horizon series. And then I might get Forza Motorsport. I don't know. I just like that for these, you can like roam around and you can just drive around and kind of fuck around, honestly. With Motorsport, it looks more like a racetrack type deal. So I don't know if I'm going to really enjoy that one as much. But really excited to jump into the whole entire Forza series. So there's that one. And then this one is a PS3 game. So what I'm doing, and I'm going to talk about this in my collection video as well, is so back in the day before I started my job, before I started my first job at Walmart, I was one of those people that would trade in and sell games to get new ones. And so there was like a whole bunch of games that me being who I am now, being a collector, I look back and I'm like, well, crap, I shouldn't have got rid of that one. I really enjoyed that one. And one of them is Driver San Francisco. Luckily, and knock on imaginary wood and cross my fingers and cross my heart, I was able to find one refurbished on Amazon, which I know that was probably a really bad idea. It said in excellent condition, so we'll see. I found a US version for $45 on Amazon, refurbished in excellent condition, so I obviously I ordered it. But I traded that one in like a couple of years ago, and that was before all this crap went down with physical media and everything. And I really enjoyed that game. I thought it was a really fun game. I played it a lot growing up, and so I went on eBay and I tried to look for one, and it goes for like $70 to $90 now, for an open copy. And a sealed copy, oh my gosh, it goes for more. But I really want to try to get back into collecting those games that I traded in, whenever I was younger, whenever I was trying to like get brand new games. And this falls under that category, and that is Need for Speed The Run. I do remember playing a little bit of this one on the PS3. I never finished it, but I do remember playing it. And whenever I went into my local game store and I saw that red case and I saw it was the Need for Speed The Run, I was like, I've got to get it. And that's the thing too. I'm gonna try to get the versions that I had before I traded them in. That's like the Infamous collection. My wife for Christmas was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna get them for you," and she was like, "Well, can I just get Infamous 1 and then get Infamous 2 separate?" And I was like, "No, I want the collection." And the reason be is because that's the one that I had before I traded it in. So it's kind of, for me, it's kind of like a nostalgia thing. I'd rather have the one that I had than to just get, So, really cool game haul. Really excited to check out all of those. And then, like I said, Need for Speed The Run. Really glad to have that version in my collection again. So, next up is some comic books. This makes me happy because, like I said, it's been forever since I've done a comic book video, and these are pretty cool, actually. So, the first one that I'm going to show off, so me and my wife, I don't know, I'm going to stress this out a lot. Me and my wife bond over My Chemical Romance, obviously, and one of the things that we both wanted to do is we both wanted to read the True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys comic books. And we had the paperback version of National Anthem, but I found out that the hardcovers included eight extra chapters. So I was like, okay, or 8 extra volumes. And I was like, okay, I kind of want to get that one so I can get the full thing. And so we were having a lot of troubles finding it. A lot of the eBay copies were like up there, like $80, $90 for just like, not even like the deluxe, not with like the slipcover or nothing, but just the hardcovers. We're going for like $80, $90. And so we went into my local comic book store, and we ended up finding both of them on hardcover. So we have both California and National Anthem. Now, I've not read these yet. Really excited to, obviously. It's on my to be read like soon, because me and my wife secured tickets to see them live for their Black Parade show. And so yeah, really excited to see them live, but I'm also excited to jump into these comic books. Also, I can't tell if that line was already there or if I created that line, and I hope I did not create it because I would feel like crap. But there's those, and then these are just your run-of-the-mill issues. So these are pretty cool. If you've been on the channel for a while and you go back and you watch, if you go back to the beginning, I was doing Dead by Daylight streams, and I was doing live streams, basically playing the game and everything. And so I went to my local comic book store and found out that they made Dead by Daylight comic books, and I was like, what the fuck? Unfortunately, they didn't have issue 1, but they did have issue 2 and 3 of the Hillbilly series. And these also come with in-game codes. I have not scratched them off. They're on the back, and I probably won't scratch them off. But really cool to have these. I need issue 1, and then come to find out they made like a whole run of Legion comics, which is one of my favorite mains for Dead by Daylight. So really cool to have those in the collection. Also, big horror fan. I'm gonna keep saying it until the day that I quit YouTube. Big horror fan, and whenever I saw these, I was like, I have to get them. There's a lot of horror movie comics coming out here recently. There was like a few Sleepy Hollows. There was a really cool Phantom of the Opera one that I wished I would have got. But the ones we did get was A Quiet Place, Storm Warning. This one looks really, really good. I think this is almost like a sequel to the second film, because they're on an island and they're trying to get off said island. So I want to say that this is almost kind of like a sequel to the second movie, but I will have to read it and let you guys know. If not, it still looks pretty cool. Still looks awesome. And then this one took me by surprise. So I wasn't big on the Smile movies. I didn't really like the first one, but I really enjoyed the second one, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And I completely forgot that these were coming out soon. And so when I walked into the local comic book store and I saw these on the shelf, obviously I had to pick them up. And that is Smile for the Camera, issue 1, and Smile for the Camera, issue 2. Really, really love that artwork on that second issue. So, really glad to own those and add those to the collection. Going to be reading those so that I can keep up with them. I'm just hoping that it doesn't end up being one of those series where they make like 20, 30 fucking issues. I hope it's like a 5 to 10 run. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and knock these out. I was gonna wait until last to do these just because of like how like huge they are. But we're gonna go ahead and knock these out. So we got some vinyls. Let's see here. I'm gonna take these stickers out just because, once again, it has the name of the record store on here, and I don't really want people to be like, "Ooh, okay, so he lives near there." And then, like, I know that's such like a weird, like, you know, it makes me sound like a fucking schizo, but I genuinely just don't want people to know where I live, and I feel like that doesn't really make me a bad person. It just makes me very cautious. It makes me smart. So, but my local record store, me and my wife went in. We were trying to find, obviously, My Chemical Romance. We are missing a few of the albums on CD and vinyl, and so we were able to pick up at least 2 of them. 2 of these are mine, and then one of them is kind of like a mix of mine and my wife's, but mainly my wife's, because I didn't really like this album. I thought it was kind of a album, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm going to make this clear right off the bat. Me and my wife were fans of Youngblood before Youngblood became popular, before he blew up in fame and, you know, the whole Ozzy thing happened, which I'm not mad about. I'm glad that Youngblood got to take the mantle of Ozzy, but it's just a matter of, I didn't really like this album. I thought it was way too and it was not my favorite. But if I had to choose, I think part 1 would probably end up being my favorite out of the 2. So that is Idols. And this one is the exclusive retail version, Supermoon Silver Vinyl. It includes a signed artwork print and collectible photo lithograph. So, really cool. This one has Hello Heaven Hello, Idols Part 1, Lovesick Lullaby, Zombie The Greatest Parade, Change, Monday Murder, Ghost, Fire, War, Idols Part 2, and Supermoon. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. I wish he would have done something on the back because that is way too blank for my liking, but it is what it is. Put these off of here so I can lay these over here. Alright, obviously, the next one, My Chemical Romance. This one is the Black Parade Living with Ghosts, the 10th anniversary edition. Really glad to own this one. It actually wasn't that bad for $45, because if you look at the back of it, there is a lot on there. You got The End, Dead, This Is How I Disappear, The Sharpest Lives, Welcome to the Black Parade, I Don't Love You, House of Wolves, Cancer, Mama, Sleep, Teenagers, Disenchanted, Famous Last Words. Bonus disc is The Five of Us Are Dying, Kill All Your Friends, Party at the End of the World, Mama, My Way Home Is Through You, Not That Kind of Girl, House of Wolves version 1, version 2, Emily, Disenchanted, All the Angels. So, you get a lot of songs, and I don't know if this is like a colored vinyl or not. I might do a separate video opening these up and showing you guys, but really excited to add that one to the collection. And then I'm really excited to own the classic 2004 album remixed deluxe edition of Three Cheers. I think this is Three Cheers. Yeah, Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. This one is the limited red and black marble vinyl. 17 tracks on 2 LPs. So, the songs are on there. They are just, I wish they would have done a different color because that is way too hard to read. But you got Helena, Give 'Em Hell, Kid, To the End, You Know What They Do to Guys Like Us in Prison, I'm Not Okay, I Promise, The Ghost of You, The Jet Set, Life Is Gonna Kill You, Interlude, Thank You for the Venom, Hang 'Em High, It's Not a Fashion Statement, It's a Death Wish, Cemetery Drive, I Never Told You What I Do for a Living. And then side 3 is I'm Not Okay, I Promise, Helena, The Ghost of You, You Know What They Do to Guys Like Us in Prison. So yeah, pretty cool to have that one in the collection as well. And then these are mine. I am big on Ice Nine Kills, always have, always will. And this is the only, well, other than the burning, this is the only other one that I needed, was Safe as Just a Shadow. So I went ahead and picked this one up. This is the reissue. This is not an OG. I would hate to see how much an original is, but this one is a I'm trying to see if it's like a specific color or if it's just black, because I do know that. Oh, okay, so this is a silver opaque one. I do know that one of them was like a blue. I wished I could have got the blue one, but I'm fine with this one. This one was limited to 1,000, and you got all those songs on there. I'll just let you read them. But love me some Ice Nine Kills. Glad to add that to collection. Another band that I've always loved, ever since middle school. It has been a big part of my life. It has got me through a lot of really bad situations, and that is Avatar. These guys are phenomenal. They do not get enough recognition. They're starting to finally do like their own solo tours instead of like headlining, or not headlining, but openers. So really glad that they are finally getting out there and getting their name out, because they are a phenomenal band. Check them out. They are not the Blue People. This is the Hunter-Gatherer album. I really enjoyed this one. I remember listening to this one a lot when it first came out. But then again, I listened to all the Avatar ones a lot when they first came out. So, this one is analog tape featuring all of that. I'm trying to see if these are like color or not. I'll have to do a separate video for my vinyls, but these are the songs. Really good album. Check it out. Definitely recommend Avatar for sure. Alright, and then we are in the final stretch. So, we're going to go ahead and knock this one out of the ballpark. 3 cheers for Sweet Revenge. This one we got at Barnes & Noble. And this one goes with the record. Just like Walmart, I wish they would quit putting that sticker on top of that one. That drives me insane, dude. Because I'm like, why do you do that, knowing whenever I take that sticker off, it's going to peel and rip the other one. So let's see if I can get them. Let's see. Alrighty, you guys, and we are back now. I pretty much burnt my finger in the process of that because that was insane. Finally got it. So that's all that matters. Really cool to have that one. And we're gonna move on. Alright, so these next ones, so what I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably end up doing like a separate video for opening the vinyls and opening up these. The first one is Dawn to Dawn Season 2 Collector's Edition. I actually fell in love with this series. I am excited for Season 3, but this is a really good anime. It's, for me, honestly, it's kind of like up there with My Hero Academia. Obviously, a lot more inappropriate than My Hero Academia, but and then last but not least for today's video is the Mortal Kombat Collection. Got 30% off this bad boy, and since we did renew my wife's subscription, we got a little bit more off of it, so I think I'm gonna end up paying like $45 for this, which is like insane to think about. I have never watched the OGs. I've only watched the remake, and I was gonna go see the second one in theaters, and we didn't. So really excited to check that out. Well, that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, like I said, hit that like button, comment down below what was your favorite item, and what are you consuming physical media-wise. Do you read? Do you listen? Do you game? Do you watch? Let me know in the comments down below. And subscribe to the channel so you do not miss a single video. We have a lot of videos coming up for you guys, so try not to miss those. And, yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and rock on.